What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with a bonus stream, the second bonus stream of the week. I wanted to bring you guys the next part of the Wuchang Fallen Feathers spells only playthrough. We're so close to the end. I said let's just get this over with. We got Thursday, so I got another bonus day for you. We have tomorrow, which is a standard scheduled day, and then we have Saturday, the day you guys won in the super chat goal. So I am looking forward to that. We have the Jarhead mask. We have our bazooms out. We're ready to do this, are we not? Look at the physics, my gosh. I'm so excited about this challenge run. I was gonna do some lore videos today and take the day that I normally have scheduled to do that, but man, I was just like sitting in front of my keyboard and the words couldn't come to me. So I was like, you know what? It's been a crazy week anyways. I think we're just gonna jump into what I do best, and that's just having fun, hanging out with you guys, unscripted goodness, savoriness. Let's get those bazooms to jiggle one more time. All right, I feel good now. I feel good. Let's do this, guys. We did get the polygonal container. I don't know why we have everything ice. Oh, we were fighting what's his nuts. That's why. We could try this. Echo by crew. I always say crew. It's probably by crew, but I say it how I want. Damn it. Darn it. We're gonna go. Let's see here. Well, everybody's feathered, so I mean, there's gotta be. So everyone's gonna be weak to fire, I'm assuming. I would love to try that, by the way. And that's an incredible spell, by the way, but we'll just make way and make do with what we have. They've changed some of the enemies here. This chapter is going to be, I would imagine, much simpler. Much less difficulty. Less opposition. So it was the Metacrinus plant. I didn't get to look and see if that was real at all. Sounds fake, but I would love to check it out. What is happening? Oh. It felt underwhelming. I'll let them do their thing. Okay, just in case. I'm about sick and tired of using the other spell, so I'm not going to use that. What is your resistance to this, sir? It's pretty good, sadly. Whoa. Oh, that's terrible. Why did I go so far back? Get knocked off. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Ming soldier. I couldn't have done it without you. Ching! Fam says, yep, this area is much easier now. Sweet. Okay. Die, demon bird. Alright, that was annoying. The most impactful area, the most impacted area after 1.5, I can imagine. I can imagine. Let's change this shite out, because I'm confused. I'm like, what was I doing yesterday with my life? Like, what was I thinking? I know I looked good. Yesterday was like a blur, man. Okay, so here we go. Yay! Guess we have to go with that stupid spell I don't like. Echo to Tonga. It's so good, but it's just boring. Changing it up. We have to. This spell's terrible. Let me try it one more time, though. terrible spell. Yeah, who am I gonna hit with that ever? I don't want to use the spell. I'm so sick and tired of using it. Ah, this is the spell I want to use. Okay, lovely. Okay, cool. Fam says even the bandits fighting alongside too. I saw that in one area at the end right before the nightmare of Obsession, because that was when my other files switched over to 1.5 and I was like, okay, that's weird. That's odd, but yeah, the bandits were fighting. I'm like, okay. This is going to be a tougher scenario right here. Oh my. Yo! I don't like this guy. Stop it! Oh my goodness, heal me. Heal me, Pop! Okay, well that just melts them. Oof. What was the other spell I had? One for the road. Something cheap. Oof. They should give us his tentacle instead of that thing. Whose tentacle? I want a tentacle. You're talking about... You know which tentacle I like? The tentacle helmet. The dragon helmet? That's such a cool looking helmet. Where's this mofo at? There he is. Give me all the things. Blazing Burn. Sounds like a salsa brand. And nobody's throwing bombs at us anymore, so this also is going to be changed in the guide. I'll do the next part of the guide today. Yesterday was in a mess. I wasn't able to get anything done. Buy cruise tentacle. Ah, yeah, that would have been pretty sick. Hey, we're friends now. We get this item right here. Yeah, Baikru's water gun, it sucks, man. It's probably one of the worst spells, in fact. It is one of the worst spells I've seen in the game. We don't have to backstab anybody or get blown up or shot, mandatorily shot by this guy. We got the Demon of Song up here. We'll be taking her out soon. And how are you doing today, fam? Hope you had a great day. And hopefully you're having a great day. Even still. We can go and rest, but I want to kill the dude up here now. I'm going to do this first, though. So it's boom, boom, boom. Yep. I like it. How did I lose juice? Ooh, I didn't do nearly as much against those bros. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. That's gonna take forever. And normal as usual. It's another day. A fun spell. I like that. He's just not incredibly weak to anything I'm doing right now. Uh-oh. The tracking on this guy, man. Cool. He died anyways. I'm taking you with me, elite. He's not the bow people, he's just in fact, yeah, very true. The bow people are quite weak to the polygon container. He would be then susceptible to, of course, fire, which I didn't have equipped. Alright, let's do that again for practice. I took him out though, so I'm sure I got the red mercury essence for that. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. The guide on this area is going to be quite simple. It's going to be like, just walk peacefully and skip everybody if you want. I'll try and knock him off to be fun. For science. Damn, that was a nice combo. They don't teach you that in the Ming army. Or do they? Hold on there. Hit him, sir. Golly. Wow. Good job. Every time. Yeah, there you go. One more. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I'll never get my third Skyborn Might. I tried. I tried. What? Okay. Good gosh. Oh, okay. Zhao Yun spell. I don't think I can fight Zhao Yun yet, right? Not until I defeat the Bow Emperor, I thought. Who knows? I'll check. I don't think I can fight him yet. Until the Bow Emperor. Alright, this could be bad. Wait for some Skyborn Might while he's dancing. It's insanely strong. Oh my goodness. I will spam heal because of 1.5, baby. I will spam heal all day. You have to reach Bow Capital first. Yeah, I figured you had to defeat the Zhou or Zhou Yujian, the Emperor. Okay, wrecked. That's insane. Like locks him into that animation. He's gonna get stunned right here. If anybody hits him. There you go. I have no cheap spells right now. Roar! Okay, he's dead. We can circle around safely here. I'm gonna go check and see if that dude upstairs is dead. He should be. He died alongside me. Alright. I'm gonna, yeah, the polygonal container, if you read the item description, I've been wanting to use it because it looks specifically like it damages Bomega. So it says, a vessel infused with divine energy, bestowed by the god of Shu to his most faithful. Though it appears to be a weapon, its true purpose is to protect, to guard against the allure of the Bomegus' influence and thus be led astray. So I would imagine this does crazy damage, probably insta-breaks her shield or something, you know? I can only imagine it's got some very great significance to it. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna use it. We're about to find out if it's good against her. I don't know if it buffs, honestly. I have no clue. I'll have to take a look and see if there's any of those buff symbols on the bottom left. I'm blocking them on the screen, but I'll take a look and see. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh yeah. The demon. She's gonna be susceptible to feathering. Let's do it. It just costs a lot, but... it's quite good, though. I don't think this will do anything. The biggest issue, honestly, is just me being patient for Skyborn Might, because, like I said, you don't get Shimmer very easily, and I'm right in her face. I'm making plenty of dodges, getting iframes, but I'm not getting the Shimmer. I wish the Shimmer window was the same as the window for iframes. That's a little bothersome to me. It does. Yeah, it's a little bothersome to me that it doesn't do that. Another thing I want to do is I want to have a cheap spell, so we'll go like this. Even weaker than the spear. Oh yeah. It's Like you said, it's very effective against Bomagus' people. It's alright. But yeah, it drives me nuts about the, like the shimmer. Like if I'm getting iframes, I should get shimmer. It doesn't do any damage. Not a bad start. Nice. Fam says, how about you save her until after we get Zhao Yun's spell? Going and defeating the Emperor will not skip her? I'd imagine it would skip her. Matthias has entered the chat. Oh gosh. No! I'll catch up on chat in just a moment. In this tough fight here. Excellent tracking on that spell, by the way. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm not used to being on the other side of the axe. Oh, okay. I didn't realize she had that axe. Focus. No. Okay, chat time. Matej says, hey Inhuman and everyone. Inhuman, not only are we getting a Hellraiser game, but we're also getting a single player, thank God, Halloween game. Finally, I know you're not much as a fan of the slasher movie genre, but my son and I are huge Halloween, Mike Myers, John Carpenter fans. Oh, I love the genre. It's just that because I grew up with it, like I'm no longer afraid of it. I actually like laugh now whenever you see like the humans being crushed into crushed to bits, and now it's like it used to be like, oh my gosh, and now it's like, oh, he's gonna get crushed in half by hand. But no, I'm just completely desensitized to it, but I do enjoy them. Classic horror, you know. Fam says, oh yeah, horror. What do you think about Routine? I've not heard of Routine. I've not heard of Routine. One Modern Zombie. Hey, says, hey bud, how's it going, brother? Long time no chat. How have you been, my friend? Let's see, I'm gonna change maybe this out for the spell. I'm gonna do this. I don't want to use Echo Jutanga. I'm about sick and tired of using that damned spell. Sick and tired of it. Did I make a walkthrough yet? I am like on episode 7 of the walkthrough, brother. I took a day off yesterday because I've had a bunch of family like in the hospital and stuff, so just taking a break. But yeah, I'm making a walkthrough, 100% walkthrough now, so I'll do another episode today, in fact. Demon Bane. I see you, girl. I can't be as tanky though. I need to time that a little bit better then. Let's see what this does. That's slow. Way slower than I'd like. There's no damage. That did no damage whatsoever. It was revealed at Gamescom. It's called Routine, huh? I haven't watched any of the Gamescom show, sadly. Getting eaten alive here, guys. Sorry. I actually hate this spell that I have equipped. Can't be trading like that either. Tanking these hits, damn it. All right. The axe is very strange to be on the other side of. Like, I find it difficult to figure out the timing. Oh gosh, he has a hyper armor. I'll catch up on chat, guys. I'm sorry, everybody's pouring in right now. I'm just doing something that's kind of hard. And I'm not even fully warmed up yet. Oh, my stomach. If I get hit really hard here, I might die. Going for it. Shoot. Die. No. She had hyper armor again. Don't do that, honey. That's not very nice. For all my lore videos, once they fix the weird like 8 omnidirectional control thing, I'm gonna be wearing the obsession armor. Oh no. I knew she was gonna heal. No! Ah! Stay away. Wrong spell. Oh my gosh, that was close. No! she did a feint. Oh no. Modern Time says, got to go. Take care, man. I didn't get to read any of your chat. Let's see. Routine. I don't know anything about that, fam. I did make a walkthrough. Go check it out, Modern Zombie, if you're still there. Matthias says, thanks to Shayla making me aware of it. I also saw the trailer for Lords of the Fallen 2. And wow, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, there's like no gameplay, but we're going to get gameplay later this year. But the gameplay is very traditional Souls-like. It's fantastic. So I think the gameplay is great. Shayla says, hey, y'all listening in but can't talk. Hope all is well. Hi, Shayla. Walter says, I was just thinking I could use some Inhuman, and here we are. Man, another bonus day from the Inhuman one. I could be writing a script all alone and in my mind, but I don't need to be in my mind right now. I got too much going on. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just have some fun. How many times have I played this so far? This is my second playthrough. Modern Zombie, I did a no armor playthrough, and then this is a spells only playthrough. Matthias says, oh, Inhuman, thanks to the second day of Gamescom, where I just called it Future Games or what have you. I think it's Gamescom. They just have like Summerfest at Gamescom, Future Game Show at Gamescom. So it's like, what? Gamescom's like the umbrella overarching all that thing. Trailer, okay, hold on. I saw the trailer for Kaiden, and that game looks pretty awesome as well. Okay, I've never heard of that. I like it already. Kaiden. Hard to keep track of all these amazing games on the horizon. True. When my iPad's dead, I charged it last night, so I should be able to start typing in the release dates for all these things. Where is my Surge 3, gosh darn it? Dude, they moved on to Lords of the Fallen 17. I don't think they'll revisit the Surge, sadly, but I think the Surge is great. Have never played the Surge 2. So here's some Souls likes we need to beat before all these new Souls likes come out. I need to beat Surge 2, I need to beat Sekiro, and AI Limit, and Kazan. So there's 4 that I haven't beaten. So we could do that at some point when things slow down. I've missed 3 times. Like, I don't know how I'm missing so much. I guess she's dodging at the right moments. She's getting her little iframes too. Because if you wait too long after she strikes, she just repositions. Like that missed. I waited too long. Trying to find a safe window, but she clips me and many of the time, like most of the time in fact. What I don't get is how do I get shimmer but not iframes, and then iframes but not shimmer? That's one thing that I've always noticed, is like I don't get shimmer as in the same instances that I'm just completely not receiving damage. Fam, are you certain that if I fight the Reborn that I'm not gonna skip that fight? Because I'm gonna try, but... Did he fall on my head? I think he did. Was not looking. Bad timing on my part. Very nice. Yikes. Okay, that took forever. I guess technically we could go down here because it's not going to be nearly as... I don't know about that. I don't either. It seems too far. I think it's more designed for you to do that to fight the Demon of Obsession, not necessarily the Nightmare Demon, but I'll see. I hope I don't skip her. They could complete the trilogy with it. The third game we can pick up again as Warren after leaving the city in the second game. Ooh. I'm not sure if she disappears after you fight the Emperor. Okay. Well, we're gonna find out. Scorned Great Axe is my favorite axe in the entire game. It is so good. It is such a great axe. Matthias, did you get some miles out of the Scorned Great Axe? Whew. Thing of beauty, that. Bam. I just missed. How did I miss again? Okay, no, I kind of didn't. Kind of did, kind of didn't. Well, while they're fighting, let's look around. Yeah. One win for the humans. You know, I thought to come down here and then I realized, but why? I could just go straight and go to the Annulum real quick. Go to the Annulum courtyard and see if Wuchang is... if he's lost his marbles. I'm pretty sure I told him I remained silent. I'm pretty sure I did not expose him because I was trying to show you guys the differences in the questlands, but I don't know. Oh, there won't be a Ming soldier here anymore either. Just a dead guy. No longer an enemy there. Wuchang should be crying, yep. Sir, you gonna chat with me? The sword of exorcism.
What manner of warrior?
What's that? Invisible bridge. We've got a bamboozler up ahead, and then a cuckoo. He dodged it? Love that. Love that for that little guy. Good thing I already have the achievement. Forgotten Remembrance. Got this thing over here. I think Demon Bane would be pretty good. Let's see. Obviously fire would be working wonders, but... No, no. Wait! I love that. Headshot? That was awesome. So the painting in True Sanctum could mean this invisible bridge. Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that. I was hoping that after you kill the cuckoo that you'd get something, but you don't. You don't get anything. We'll enter the dream, see if What's-His-Nuts is still crying. And if he is, we'll get his sword and his set. I do like this, but I want to change a little bit. Aren't we going to be going up to... We get his champion set. Maybe we can wear that. Oh no, it's you. Challenge invalidated. Challenge run failed. Yeah, it's right back where he's set. Yeah, where he was sitting. Yep, sure is. But I just chatted with him because his little icon will be there like chat. See, you see how she's moving like all jittery? I cannot wait until that's done. Like that drives me nuts. Like breaks my immersion. Okay. Did I not get it? Got it. There it is. Let's see what this looks like. I think I've ever put this on before. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. That was pretty nice. Let's see. I just want this helmet, though. I do want the helmet. We have to have fashion souls, guys. Without fashion souls, what are we after all? Ghost warrior. I need to get closer. My legs are extra crispy. I want a cape. Sick. I don't know. Sorry, but you know, fashion takes precedent over all else. I guess we're going with sovereign still, man. I hate to do it, but maybe we can change this to these. Sovereign's legs were still real nice too, though. Okay, yeah. Well, I tried. I tried. I like this outfit. It looks great. I do like the champion outfit though. It looks good too, but I prefer like the... Like we're late game. We're transforming a little bit, you know? Now we can go to Bomagus. And technically, of course, we could go circle back and from the Shoe Sanctum area and go out one of the doors and head towards... the Panda Cave, but it's no matter. We'll just remember to do that. Nice. Get him. Get him. I got the aggro. Whoa, okay, never mind. We're good. We are good to go. Teamwork. How are you not dead? He'll die by the fire, but still. You should have died sooner. Kira Lee says, hello. Did you not absolutely love the PoE2 announcement yesterday? I was super excited about it. It made me like want to log in and play, but then I was like, wait, I don't want to play because I I didn't want the changes first, you know, because Dawn of the Hunt was good, but it was a bit underwhelming. I am quite excited about the Third Edict, however.
Surrender the relic. Honor the primordial deity.
Chapter 4. Oh god, Chapter 4. We get the interludes as well, so just a bunch of new content, and then looks like you have a lot more agency on crafting with all the Karoi stuff. So I am super excited about that. I guess we should go this way, yeah. But thank you for joining chat. Hope you're having a great day. I am looking forward to, hopefully, especially if you're going to be playing as well, if you're going to be playing the Third Edict, I would love to do some sessions together, run some maps, you know, all the good stuff. That was so much fun. But yeah, it made me like pretty much renewed my interest in Path of Exile 2 because it's been months. It's been months since I've played, and I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. I was like, yeah, I mean, whatever. But I am super excited about the announcements. They typically do a pretty good job until, you know, we start seeing some of the... everyone just start, like, pouring on the hate sauce, but I think it should be pretty fun. We don't have a new class, but I'm fine with that, honestly. I'm gonna have to relearn how to play as it is. And it's a true, like, new league. I don't think anything's carrying over, so it's interesting. That delay is killer. I'm gonna go ahead and heal again. A lot of damage there. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm gonna have to heal here. Oh, you're dead, brother. You're dead. Okay, so now I can go over here. Fam says, so answer's wrong. The first door here teleports you inside the garden. Yep, that's correct. This is the vegetable garden, fam. The vegetable garden. And I do like having the additional boatman interactions. They are not required, though, but you can get the additional interactions, and you can technically get door 1 and door 2 correct, and door 3 would have to be incorrect, so you can go ahead and get the rest of the content for the last 2 endings, because you won't reach the Samsara kind of fountain area, the realm of obsession or whatever it's called. You're not going to go there. There's another mimic. Yeah, it's so funny. I didn't even think about that. There's so many. This dude's just chilling. Alright. Here, says time will tell. I think the multi-level currency is weird. Multi-level currency. Do you mean like whenever you're trading you have to do gold and whatever? Or are you talking about the like now they have... Oops. Hold on one sec. I can't multitask. You know this. Oh, are you talking about like that you have different currencies for like the, you know, the Karoi stuff? Like whenever you're talking about like the, it's like lesser and greater variants of all the different things. That's awesome. Lesser and greater transmutation orbs and all that junk. Well, he doesn't like Demon Bane that much, so I'll continue. You're dead. Yeah, the multi-level currency is weird, but because I'm assuming like it's going to be kind of like how it was whenever they made the other changes where you don't see certain rune types at certain levels. So if you want the lower runes or the low, you know, you have to go farm lower level stuff, which is weird, but I guess you'd never really need those because they have less benefit. I think they want you to use the items when you have them versus just hoarding millions of them, maybe. Maybe. We're gonna go for spell here. little more deterministic. Yeah, you can definitely have an idea of what you're gonna do. You don't. It's not just completely blind as long as you have the right stuff. For you talking about like the toxic growths or whatever, the one we had to do the backflip to fire. I think they've made some changes to a lot of the skills. I'm probably gonna run monk again, go hollow palm, and just go crazy because that's gonna be fantastic. That to me is just ideal. I wanted to do a fists only type run anyways, but now they essentially made it to where you can be just as effective without having to remove your weapons. In fact, you can't even do some of the skills without having a quarterstaff equipped or something. So they pretty much force you to have a weapon, but you just take that node and then you don't have a weapon anymore, which is odd if you think about it, because like you can't truly do unarmed. Really, like a lot of the strikes and skills you just can't do, so that's weird. But they made it way more viable. Like you don't have to, you know, use a broken system to do strikes. Okay, can we do something here? Oh, I missed. Okay, now we're screwed. I tried to free aim that. That did not work. I can't do anything. I don't have spells. Okay. Stop it. Okay. Sir. He's gonna shoot at some point. Okay, cool. He just blew himself up. That was my other strategy. In the normal course of things, just throw a fire pot and he will get blown to smithereens. Kira Lee says, I'm planning on trying to stream on launch day. Nice. That's the day that Lost Soul Aside is coming out, and it's a day before I have to go out of town. So I have to pick one of the two games to stream, and then I'll be out that whole weekend, of course, naturally. So I'll probably stream it the following week. Oh yeah. For sure. Let's see. This guy actually didn't die with the one strike. That does it for me. And then this is actually an enemy. Get burnt. Shotgun face. And then we can go. There's an enemy over here somewhere. Oh, probably not. Oh no, he's her friend now. I've forgotten. We're friends now. We can just grab the item and then move on. Harrison says Silk Song is out on September 4th. That's wonderful. I'm not going to play that until 7 years later, so I'll play that September 4th, 2032. Not playing. Will not support that. How poorly it was done. Handled very poorly. They don't need my money for another 7 years, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I saw that. It's all over. It's like, Silk Song, Silk Song. It's like, I don't care. I am not playing that game until 2032. Let's see here. Is that petty? Sure it is. But they're not gonna miss my little 50 bucks. I thought they gave you Magahe's outfit. You never get Magahe's outfit. That would be cool though. It looks kind of neat. It's just like a monk kind of thing. Should have had it. Well, yeah. I can't use a throwable though, Harrison. You know this. I'm doing my spell only run. That's what I do in the guide, but you can't do it on a challenge run. I saved you, even though you're one of the worst enemies. This should be much easier now. We've got a few bird dudes. We're friends with the humans, which is really nice. Little less hectic. But yeah, you use that throwable there and it just eats that whole area explodes and he dies in one hit. It's like, very nice. Demon Bane would have worked better on him. I didn't realize he was a tanky boy. Well, there aren't really any items over here. Sir? And he just goes crazy on me here. See, I don't like that I can get iframes but no shimmer. And you can also get shimmer and no iframes, as we just found out. Oof. Should use throwable. Yep. That would. Oh gosh, hold on. That would be ideal. That's totally what it's for. There for too. Lose my voice. He speeds up on that third one. Okay, lucky us. Polygonal container is so good. Missed opportunity. Don't worry, everything in the bow capital will attack you. Good, I need that. Walter says, I will allow the throwable if it means blowing things up. Oh no, I got shot in the face. Man, the humans suck anyway, so that's the problem. As per usual, they can't handle a basic demon threat. Hey, who shot me? This clown? Bow to your sensei. And I know this is a Chinese thing, but that's just from a funny movie. Napoleon Dynamite. Hey dude, where were you the whole time? You idiot. He's just aura farming over here. He could have been helping me out. Lots of upgrades here. Upgrade materials. Red mercury. Loving that. Dude was aura farming, and he could have literally been helping me out. He's just walking all cool. Walter allows the throwables. I have done my best to not do any damage unless it's a spell. To things that matter. Yeah, overkill. And then we can take out this guy. Yo, hold on, man. He's angry. Give me another Skyborn Might so I can burn him. Yay. Nice. Okay. We love that. Now we have another thing. We need polygonal container for him, though, on the right. Oh, wait. I'm going to read chat. Damn, that spell you use. Oh, that spell you're using is fire. Yeah, it's good. Polygonal container eats up the bow people. Matthias says, mocap wire work that went into it and how they got real life Kung Fu Master. Hold on. How did I miss Matthias's first entire comment? Matthias, I didn't see anything prior to you saying mocap and wire. I'm not sure what game you're talking about, but it completely, the last message you sent was about the Surge 3. Just so you know, I don't know. So that's why I'm missing out some context there. It deals with the bow people. Okay, yeah, you're just dumb. I don't know why you missed. I feel nothing. Get the sun pendant, blood of Wang Di, and then now we can come up here. YouTube didn't post the first half of the comment. Yeah, I didn't do it at all. Phantom Blade 0 deep dive. Yeah, Phantom Blade 0 is going to be incredible. I want to see the Ninja Gaiden 2 and Onimusha stuff. That's really what I'm most interested in. There's the Bomagus doing Bomagus things over there. I think so. I think it does, actually. The sun pendant. Boom. Thanks for the reminder. Potency of spells. It's like an increased version of another one you get earlier, but I think that one ties to your weapon, whereas this one, straight goodness. Oh, the cuckoo's down there, that's right. Gravity! Nope, he's good. Oh, gosh. It's a crazy flurry of his. Damn. Okay, that hurt. Any second now. Okay. Can't get shot here. I can't get shot here and get shot anyways.
Under his blessing, our plan nears its end. Stand in my way, and I will crush you.
Ow! Oh no, I almost dropped off.
Fate is a snare without an end. Even with the relic, you cannot break free.
And those aren't even enemies, and it doesn't matter. I'm just a collector. You guys can challenge that all day. Those things don't count. The little bamboozlers or whatever, I've already killed a handful with my hands. Oh gosh, anyways. To the shrine! They need to speed up the animation here as well, honestly. But you are immune, like, so your affliction is, the timer's still going, but you're not getting hurt by it. I just mean speed up the activation of the shrine, you know? At Gamescom, says Matthias, they showed behind the scenes and how they got actual Kung Fu masters to either head the mocap or wire work, or do some of it, so the game has a lot of authenticity to it. Oh, that's awesome, man. I love that. Fam says, I already talked about the choreography defect of PB0 weeks ago on stream. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that, and then you mentioned it again on the, during the reaction too. Harrison says, I mostly used Echo of the Sovereign and Dutanga for these parts. Echo of the Sovereign. Oh, yeah, man. I'm not a big fan of that. It gets interrupted a little easily. A little too easily for me. He is the right-hand man of Donnie Yen. That's what it was. I was like, it's the guy from Ip Man, right? Or IP Man. I don't know how to say it. It's Ip or Ip. I'm not sure how they would pronounce that. Ip Man or Ip Man. But fam, have you seen? Well, I guess you already knew about that. But I guess Matthias was trying to bring it to your attention because he knows you really like that game. But yeah, cool. I am glad. I think it's gonna be great. Like that, all those little things, those little minor details like that, they end up meaning quite a bit. You know, like it's just because that just shows you the value they're trying to put in there. You know, that's gonna be massive to the production value. It just looks good. I mean, you've seen how great it looks already. So it's just that one additional layer of awesomeness. Just so cool. I love that. Oh, I forgot about that move. I knew you would dodge that somehow, even though you're not even trying to dodge it. A radiant red feather. That's so cool. You know, the last really memorable mocap thing that wasn't like for a CG scene that I remember specifically, Matthias, is for Mortal Kombat. Like that, I remember that getting so much attention and stuff. I remember that being so big when they did mocap stuff, and it's just really funny. But yeah, I'm trying to recall like some more, other than like cutscenes, you don't see a lot of motion capture much anymore. It's just purely animated. Teamwork. Should be another cuckoo down there. Thank you, Mr. Soldier Man, but stop swinging. You can stop swinging at me. Oh no, do I have to fight Hung Lan first? Dang it. That's gonna be rough. Next time we're gonna try and keep her locked up in the cell, right? I think we tried to say that we were saying that. I doubt that it would keep her from transforming and getting this phase, but you just miss out on her pendant. But still, it's worth a try, right? At this point. Worth a try. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward. I'm trying to think, what did I use against her to begin with? This isn't going to do anything for me. We're going to have to do some experimentation, see what she's weakest against. Is she weak to magic, lightning? So we'll do some experimentation. We'll go lightning first. And I want to test this out as well. Man, these spells are just so damn costly. Why are they so expensive? Alright, so I'm sure Demon Bane would be good, but let's go for like this one. I just think it's gonna get interrupted every time I'm trying to use it. Whee! The reason why I think lightning is because her armor has like very bad lightning resistance. That's like the only thing that it has that I noticed on the first phase. Obviously we don't fight her in any, you know, or get any kind of armor from the second phase, but interesting nonetheless. Yeah, so hate that already. We could try ice. But she's not a bow person, so it's probably gonna end up being magic or fire, which is most likely. Oh, she ate me alive. I don't know how Harrison uses these spells. That's kudos to you. I'm not talking try. I'm just saying I don't know how you can hit her with those spells. Kudos to you, my This should do some pretty good damage. Oh, balls. Hold on, sister. Okay. So yeah, with her, I have to be aggressive and in her face and dodging towards her, but it makes me kind of nervous whenever you're whenever you do spells, because they have a little bit of animation. You know, it's a little wind up. You got your little, you know, even after the fact, if you're not spamming it, you got to be able to dodge away. So, you know. Yeah, kill her with fire. That's definitely one of my guesses. I would like to try ice though. I know she's not quite a bow, but I want to see if I can get that nasty build up on her. Okay, I was like, please don't become evil. I don't need the inner demon fighting me right now. Oh, my face. Ah, rage. Rage moments. Rage. See, I don't think I'm gonna try this too. Rage. Fam says the obliterate from the Tonga stuff. Oh, the obliterate from the Tonga is fantastic throughout the entire game. I'm just tired of using it, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to use that. I feel like I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use most likely this and Dutanga, and it's like gonna be the same spells we've had forever. But I am gonna try corruption after I actually proc an ice and see what that does. But I'm gonna do, because I know fire is gonna be good. Fire's just good against feathered. But I want to see, like, do we get any kind of like attack frames here? I mean, it's not terrible, but the build-up's not very good, so you know that's not what she's weak against. I want her outfit. Why can't we get her outfit? And I know I'm right in her face, but whatever. I'm just trying to see if it would do anything. Okay, so we try corruption next, just to see if she's weak to poison. She's never been weak to magic, like the alacrity spell. The Arum Feather was never really that good. No burning flames. Oh yeah, burning flames would be good too. I'd probably rather use burning flames than Demon Bane just for some alacrity. I want to use this though because it completely interrupts the attack. So that'd be something I'd consider for sure. Burning flames is nice, but remember it costs 3 and it's just annoying. I'm super cheap. Okay, so we said corruption, right? So if I go corruption, honestly, the ones that actually work for me, I can't get Huang Yan's to work like Harrison. I lack the courage. I lack the courage. Yeah, I want the feathered Sephiroth outfit. I want that one. I want a one-winged outfit. Like, that's just so cool. I love that. I love asymmetry in design. It's just such a beautiful thing. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Girl, you better not. If I die here, uninstall. Stop it, you crazy lady. I'm not gonna I'm gonna try corruption one more time. I'm not gonna change it out yet because I didn't even get to hit her as many times as I wanted. You have fallen. I never realized it said that. You have fallen. In my game, when you die, it's gonna be like, you suck. You sucked. Madness descends. Okay, so she moves around a lot. Burning flame. I'd love to be able to shoot her now. That'd be so cool. I got iframes, but no shimmer. I will never understand that. That's my other complaint. Like, you should get shimmer every time you get iframes. But there's been times where I got hit and then I get shimmer. So it's like, that needs to match the same window. It needs to be exactly the same every time. Get corrupted, woman. Okay, see what that does. Pretty decent. Whew.
So it is you who comes to claim.
The Sephiroth only. Yeah, I know. You only get the Sephiroth wing from that spell. And then the spell looks great, too. It's really good. Okay, so now we're serious. Let's do some fire stuff. I do want to keep Demon Bane, so that means I'm going to have either one or the other. So Skyborn Might would be... I'm sorry, Burning Flames would be probably the one I want to choose. This is going to have massive burn buildup, but I need some alacrity. So then we're going to go with Echo Tonga against my better judgment. Elden Plays over on Twitch says, these loading screens look very similar to Elden Ring. Is it? I think all loading screens for every single Souls-like kind of sort of look alike. If they're not item descriptions, they're just like art. Okay, let's think. See, it would be nice to have a burning flame ready to go. I don't want to go through some plume branches necessarily just yet, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to have. I only have 5, so. And then Demon Bane, I think it's going to be, or Demon's Bane, whatever it's called. Demon Bane Strike would be pretty good because that's going to interrupt her. Yeah, I think we start off with this for now. I can get one. If not, I go close. Oh no! And she's still getting up. She's like, damn, she hit me kind of hard. That's funny. The thing with Demon Bane Strike is it's really good, but and it has really good tracking too, but that window, I typically get struck while I'm trying to interrupt an attack. Matthias says, I feel like this is going to be additionally difficult because the spell only challenged. May the force and fortune be in your favor, Inhuman. Yeah, this one's going to be kind of sucky. Most of the other fights we've just run through, you know, we've just absolutely dominated. But this one might be a little tough. And then if it gets to where it's real nasty, I'm going to just try to use ice again because I have an idea. I have an idea. Why in the balls, dude? Like I iframe to that first thing of feathers and then it's like, nope. You don't get any more damage. I mean, you don't get any more Skyborn Might. Just she moves around too much for that. And the other one's gonna be even slower, so. Surprised I didn't trigger her fieriness. There you go, burn. Let's see what burn does to you. Not sure what I'm supposed to do on that 3 strikes because you can't dodge fast enough for that. I'm gonna hit you and I'm so damn stubborn, so there you go. Take that, lady. Fun. Bam says, of course everything must be compared with FromSoft since they invent everything, no offense. I don't always like to compare it. I mean, I know what you're saying, because it's like, I get it. But everybody, but the funny thing is, like, most people now, because Elden Ring made Souls-likes mainstream, which brought a very, very interesting demographic to the genre. The YouTube kids. But yeah. Gosh, that was stupid. That made me mad. I need more. I need more power. Yeah, that wasn't bad. First took a burn. I think it was pretty solid. Damn it! I've been using the plume branches the whole time instead of my health. So I just wasted all those good ones. That's dumb. That's okay though. Did not mean to use. I was like, why do I keep not healing? Why am I still hurting? Such a waste. Because you can't get those really easily anyway, so. I died? Oh my gosh, lovely. Matthias, speaking of FromSoft, has there been any news or life from them in regards to another single-player Souls-like and not a multiplayer endeavor? No. Not that I know of. They're doing, other than Duskblood's coming to Switch at some point, Switch 2. Yeah, I know of nothing. I can't believe I used all those stupid plume branches. I don't have any more either, and I don't know of any other way to increase my Skyborn might, like, just normally. I wish there was a way to continuously get Skyborn might, like a consumable that wasn't, like, finite. I was wasting all of my plume branches, man.
Wuchang, the Empire of Demise. So it is you. Claim.
What am I supposed to do there? If I don't have Alacrity, which I did have, I could have spammed it, but what do you do if she strikes that quickly? There is not, says fam. Yep, I agree. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there because you can't dodge that fast. You just can't. Like, and we've talked about this since the first playthrough. I obviously can't use a weapon, so I can't parry or anything. You can do like maybe the first one and then maybe do like Alacrity, and I have lasting Alacrity, so it should let me get through it, but I do not know. I don't know. I'm not able to consistently get that. That's annoying. Yeah, it's nice when you have weapons. Because I'd eat her alive with the longsword, but...
So, it is you.
How the hell did that kill me in one hit? Somebody explain that. How did it kill me in one hit? Harrison says you can always use ethereal form. Yep. Yeah, but then, yeah, that'd be a good way to continuously gain. I was going to say you don't get the Skyborn Might, but you do. You actually get it by default. That's actually an excellent suggestion, Harrison. Walter says, what about the weapon with evasion dot? Yeah, I have it. I'm just not using it because I'm an idiot. I've had it equipped the entire playthrough, by the way. I just never use it. Excellent, excellent point as well. And my trick against her in my spell build was to keep distance. Yeah, distance is great. But man, she just one-shot me there, which was nuts. Those combo moves and switch. Oh yeah, and the swift draw gave so much frames too. Yep, you use, like, I'm telling you, if you use any, like, let's say long sword with maybe like a spear, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. Okay, so I am hating that spell. Actually, no, I'm hating this one. It's not doing anything for me. I think one day I'll do this. One day I'll use it. And this will give me Skyborn Might if I get to dodge something anyways. Or you just don't dodge anything because you don't need to, because you're just awesome. I need to remove this spell. Kill me so I can do what I need to do. I need to remove the Dutanga thing. I'm just going to use Burning Flames and Ethereal. Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to learn it for sure, bro. I'm gonna die a few times. One, because I'm pissed, and then two, it's gotta be good. It's gotta be a good one. Spine Fear, you will be able to learn this, okay? Which is much easier when you're using melee, though. Matai says, damn, she just one-shot? Yeah, she one-shotted me with like her slam attack, which is like post-transition, which makes no sense. She must have had 2 bowls of Wheaties today. Yeah, she's doubled down on the champion stuff. She is a champ indeed. It was after this when she starts getting all cute. How in the balls is that killing me in one hit? It's that attack. I've never seen that. I don't recall that attack anyways. Bump up your feathering resistance and physical. I mean, something. What is my feathering resistance with this? It's actually really good. The feathering resistance is quite good with this. And especially with the helmet. That's crazy, man. I just can't get hit. But I should have used ethereal form. So what I'm going to do is in phase 2, I'm going to use ethereal form a little bit more. But that was nuts, man. Like, how am I getting one shot? I do not know. It's not like she's using frostbite, so I mean... all of my mitigations seem intact, so I don't know what the hell or how I'm dying that easily. You know, I guess if I think about it, and I'm not gonna respec, but if I was a sane person, I would. I guess I haven't done a lot of these. Well, that's the stamina mostly, so yeah, no, I haven't missed out on too many health nodes. Now, yeah, there are some health nodes that I typically grab in longsword and stuff that I'm probably missing out on for sure. And then these right here. Interesting. Let me take a look at these messages. One second, guys. Sorry. Just updates and stuff from the hospital. Okay. All right. Hold on one second. I got another message. Okay, sweet. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. Just waiting on a few more updates. Should be okay. If you're dying from the slam or the flurry afterward. Yeah, I'm dying because I suck. I should be using ethereal form. I blame too many Wheaties. She's totally doing something weird there. Shayla says it's funny because her attacks sometimes one-shot you, but sometimes not. No idea why. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating, actually. Spinefear says axe have some health too early. Yes. Harrison says, why don't you use the benediction that increases damage per discipline skill? Does that translate to spells? Or does that only translate to physical damage? And also, I have no discipline, so I haven't learned any. So one reason is I thought it translated only to physical damage, and then two, I literally have learned like one discipline, if any. You see how I have no disciplines? There's one, you know? So it would have to be an investment in other trees that I don't want. But if it somehow translated to spells, that would be very interesting. If somebody can confirm that, that'd be really cool. Magic only, spell only, it's everything only. Everything that I cast without a sword only. But yeah, I could, go one or the other, but I prefer having it balanced just for the sake of not having to respec every 5 seconds. But yeah, I don't think the benedictions, I didn't know if they impacted spells. That's really odd if they do. If they do, that's great. But it doesn't flat say physical damage or anything. It just says increased damage. So I wonder. That's interesting. Putting nodes into 3 nodes is a trap. Better to put them in the big ones. Yeah, for sure. That's why I've done that several times throughout. Gone for the +5s. Those are always really good. It says damage, so I think it's every damage type. Nice. That's awesome, if so. But I'm just not really, I'm not really spec'd accordingly, you know? I don't have any disciplines, period. I'm gonna die here, yeah. Poorly timed dodges all throughout. Shay, this is that's interesting. If it actually does translate to spell damage, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I don't really think it's a matter of like my skill tree. It's a matter of my execution. Because you can always optimize and do everything, and if you still get hit, you're still gonna, you know, you get hit once or twice, you're still gonna die, right? So it's just a matter of execution. And that is where I'm suffering. We kicked ass in the last, or previous, second to last attempt. But then she one-shot us the second time. I do want guaranteed shimmer every time I get iframes though. I mean, it's not even, like that window should be the exact same. For it to have any variance is very strange to me.
Wuchang, the envoy of demise. So it is you who comes to claim me.
So far, no damage, but that'll change here shortly. 50%. Okay, here's where we get jacked up. You will get her, Shayla, don't you worry. Now she's not gonna attack. This is freaking awesome. She's not gonna do that attack that kills me in one hit anymore. That's so cheap. I hate when they bosses do stuff like that. That's baloney. Ah, it's annoying. Fam says, is there any set of benedictions related to spells? Yeah, there's a few actually. The Skyborn, like, it's like Skyborn Spell Might or something like that. Yeah, there's a handful. I have them equipped, in fact. Shayla is stuck at the Demon of Obsession, new game +2. Oh, you'll get her. She's tanky. You know, if you haven't already, try using the spell that Zhao Yun, the white-robed elder, gives you. The item description specifically states it's good for inner demons. Similar to how I've been using the polygonal container for the bow people, I'm going to use it for Bow Magus. And hopefully that'll kick her ass. I'm assuming it like one-shots her shield or something, I don't know. I'm sure it's good. And I freaking heal for a second. Imagine the 1.4 heal times? No, it wouldn't happen. I'm dead. The guys here are repairing our ductwork, so it's been a hectic day. I'll definitely try that spell. Yeah, it might help. Yeah, it's chaos usually when you have people in the house. I totally sympathize and empathize. All the thighs. Wuchang's thighs. Wuchang's thighs. I used the Demon Bane strike against the Demon of Obsession. Yeah, it was good. It was even good against the Nightmare Demon, which we haven't beaten yet. We're trying to see if we go and fight. I think we're gonna skip it. But if we go towards the reborn, and then we are able to get the spell come back. But if I beat her, I'll probably just come back anyways. The demon wasn't very hard, I wasn't patient. Your little stupid spells. The feathers are so annoying.
Wuchang, the Empire dies. So it is you comes to claim me.
Like that? I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do there. Heal, woman. Okay, there you go. I can't. I'm complaining as if we didn't beat this in 1.4, by the way. That was cheap.
I leave this world with no regrets.
I went for the alacrity, but unfortunately, alacrity isn't worth a damn whenever there's like 50 strikes coming at you. So that was fun. We'll get them. Well, just I'm watching you on Twitch too. It's a little ahead, so I get to watch you die twice. Oh, that's depressing now that I think about it. Oh, many more deaths to come, Walter. Don't you worry. But no, that was good. So we can beat her. It's not that we wouldn't have been able to anyways, but it's just more so like at least now I have a strategy for phase 2, the one-shot thing. Also, we're not going to use alacrity on the feathers. That was like a really stupid thing for me to do because there's no point to ever use alacrity there. You can just dodge through. So that was just me trying to desperately kill her because she was like one shot. So. But it happens, right? See, like that? I don't know what you're supposed to do there. You can't dodge that fast 3 times in a row. So, I mean, it's like, okay, you get out of range with a dash from the first one and then dash back again for the third one? I don't know. Because she does move. And honestly, like, you'd have to then... If you can't dash 3 times perfectly in a row because you can't do it that fast, then do you? It's just assuming you have Skyward Might you can use for alacrity. I don't know. Walter says, "I will cheer twice then when you win." Heck yes. That works for me. What am I supposed to do there, damn it? I don't know. I guess I could use my sword, right? Harrison says, why don't you use tempering? It can increase your spell damage with the right needles. I even have those needles equipped, actually. It's just because it's just one more thing to remember to do. And I'm a minimalist. Like, I do as little as possible. But yeah, actually I think I have those equipped. It doesn't show what you have equipped here. That sucks. I have the magic tempering. But it's not even damage. So I guess when I start making tweaks, it's usually because... Here you go, let me see. Yeah, magic and... Oh, that's flame. This is the magic one. Status. Yeah, in either case, if damage were the issue, then I would seek ways to increase it, optimize it, whatever. It's not damage, I'm just getting hit, you know? We could have beaten her twice already, had I not panicked or had I not gotten hit. So it's like, it's simple tweaks. I don't need to reinvent the leveling system, you know what I'm saying? Would those little things help? Sure, but are they gonna make the big difference whenever I'm making the mistakes on execution? No. Poor execution always begets failure. Regardless of how optimized you are, you know? That's why I never really focus on optimization. She moved like a mile away for that lunge.
So this is
She deserved that hit.
who comes to claim me.
Poor timing on my part, but it's fine. Yep. You get that one window of poor timing and then all your dodges are off. Fam says, here's the list of domain game science, but oh, I saw that already. They have Black Myth Wukong, Black Myth Zhang Kui, Black Myth Jiangxia, Black Myth Xiaqian, Black Myth Da Huang, Black Myth Shanghai. I don't know who any of those people are in Sushen. I don't know any of them except my boy Wukong. And now we know a little bit about Zhang Kui. But I'm not familiar with the others. Are they deities or other types of cool, like, mythological figures? Or are they, like, real people or what? Who knows? Can you share? But they had those, they had those for a while. They bought the licensing or copyrighted those names a while back. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do there.
Wuchang, the envoy of demise. So it is you who comes to claim me.
I'm gonna try the weapon one here. Yeah, that one looks pretty good too. The hell?
Dragon will return. Your fate is sealed. To fall by your hand. I leave this world with no regrets.
That was awesome. That was a pretty good fight. Let's see. Harrison says it's not really about min-maxing, more about having tools to best the game. If you are more powerful, that means you can make more mistakes and likelier to succeed in the outcome regardless of skill. See, and that's where we differ, Harrison. I really do like... I'd much rather... So, like, for example, I would much rather fail 50 times, or it's just this for math, 49 times, and then win the 50th time with the exact same equipment, making no changes, because I feel like I'd learn more than tweaking all the stuff and then being like, okay, I've either grinded or I've made all these tweaks. Because I don't know, I just prefer to do the moveset and learn, you know, the openings kind of thing. That's just my style. But yeah, I definitely understand your perspective. That's just not the way I do it, you know? But no, I definitely understand it. And it works for you. I think whatever works for anybody is fine and viable as long as you're having fun with it and you enjoy it and it enhances your experience. But for me, I don't like to do that. I'd rather, like, again, there's things I could do and change. And so many of the challenge runs I've ever done, I just forget to level. And it's like, if I really cared about those little details, then trust me, I'd optimize everything possible. But I just don't value that as much. I like learning movesets and memorizing openings and stuff so much better. Jiang Jia is Neza's father. Oh, no way. I know Neza. Neza's pretty badass, too. The one beside Neza with the tower in the hand of Chapter 5 animation. I'll have to watch that for Wukong. We might even do another Wukong playthrough at some point because I've never done a New Game Plus. I don't think. Spy and Fear says, the spell I like to get is behind this boss and one more. Oh, okay. You like to use a certain spell you like to use? Walter says, damn, so close. I know, that was so close. No, Matthias, I didn't win, but thank you for the GGs. Matthias thought I won because I was literally like, she was one tick. But I actually died. I said that was awesome as well. I didn't like scream, so I think he thought I won. But it'll be much cleaner this time though. That stupid lunge, man, gets me every time. Oh.
You shall in this life of
We have been sleeping on the Dark Frost, guys. That's redonkulous, by the way. Dark Frost Edge is so fracking powerful. It's kind of annoying I haven't been using it until now. It's so good. It's like Ethereal Form, but better. It's actually better than Ethereal Form. It shouldn't be dead. I don't see it dead anywhere. Hopefully, I don't see any performance issues, fam. Everything looks great. Spinefear says, the shield from Bomagus looks real nice. The shield from Bomagus. Oh, I love that. Matthias says, wait, what? Dude, I totally thought you just want... No, I literally was like a tick away and she got me the moment I was striking her for the final strike. I was just foreshadowing the near and then oh yeah, clearly. Walter says, Inhuman eats Bomagus for breakfast. Oh yeah, Bomagus is nothing but a light snack for me. Especially with Polygonal Container, I think it's gonna eat her alive. Matthias says, see, told you. Psychic powers. Premonitions. Harrison says, no, Wu first try. Not that time. I was shaking my head because I was like, I cannot believe how good the weapon ability for Dark Frost Edge is. Like, it is insanely good. And for me to now start using it in chapter 4, yikes. I'm just like, I could have been using this the whole time because I know the, you know, like the dodge timings. I'm like, if I could just use this, I could have all the Skyborn might I've ever needed ever. And the window for it is huge, so you're guaranteed Skyborn might essentially. I was like, so I was just shaking my head like, wow, I just learned something new near the end of the damn challenge. Can't believe it. Fam says on my end. Spinefear says, GG's. GG's. And Matthias, I get 2 GG. Walter, I get 2 GG's from you. Where are my GG's? You promised I'd get 2 sets of GG's. You promised. That was insane. Like, I cannot, I'm just like, wow. Why have I been holding this weapon in my hand the entire time and not using this incredible ability? It gives you Skyborn Might like a mofo, like hard. So hard. Her bazooms are kind of cool looking in this outfit. I know, and I've used it. But then I was like, you know, whatever, not a big deal. Like I said, I always forget about stuff like that. And then I was like, that's literally could have been the answer. Me, that frustration of me like saying, oh, I wish I had more Skyborn Might. It's simple as that, man. I could have just literally been dancing around with that move, which is beautiful, by the way. We got these nodes and these nodes. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll drop some of these. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then because I'm using more spell-based stuff, we'll go here. Oh, I didn't even see this. Hold up. Hold up. Even better. Even better. And now we can go ahead and use some of our consumable red mercury essence and be good. Walter says, GG's, GG's. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I know, fam. And that's why I even agreed with you. And I was like, yeah, it is good. And I just never really used it. I never incorporated it into my build. And that was so strange. Because now I'm like, why? Why wouldn't I incorporate it? So freaking strong. So strong. Okay, so we got a big fire bro up here. Probably gonna need the same or similar type spell loadout. Oh, I want to use this. It just looks cool. I don't even care if it's good or not. It's cool. Where's burning flames, brother? You guys know how stubborn I am, anyways. You could tell me, hey, Inhuman one, use this. I'll be like, I kind of don't want to because I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn to a fault, and I'll be the first to tell you that. Alright, so I wanted to level, right? Blood of Long D. We're gonna have a million of these. Here I thought they were like super rare. But this file it's a challenge run file. I'm gonna do whatever. Oh, we have tons of Chong Hong. Whoa. What are you guys talking about? Fam says, since you started this challenge way back at the start, I already told you about the Dark Frost Rope. I know. And I even said, yep, it's pretty good or whatever, and it gives you Skyborn Might. And I just never like adapted to that. I was like, it's good, it's great. I'm just never gonna use it. Ethereal form is good, but it's not as good as Evasive Maneuver. Evasive Maneuver is fantastic. But like I said, I'm a simple man. Shayla says GG's for sure. Thank you. I'm a simple man. Like I'm not a smart man. And then boop, and then boop. We have a lot of feathering to catch up on, but I'm gonna finish this one because the magic has honestly been something I've been tending to lean towards more. But yeah, anyways, let's go die up here real quick. I want to use this. Such a great spell. That was a good fight. That was fun. I mean, I got hit a lot, but once I realized in the previous bout, I was like, oh my god, the previous attempt, I was like, why wasn't I using this before? And I just shut up and I just tried them. Very good. You're just gonna miss, bro? That was dumb. Now I never will have an issue with Skyborn Might. Fam, why didn't you tell me about this on the first episode? Why didn't Fam tell me about this on the first episode? I'm just kidding. Shayla says a lot of people thought Vermilion Honglon was easier, but I don't. With the knowledge that we have now, I would say she's probably not easier, just because she's got much more expansive moveset. In the beginning, when you first fight Honglon, I think she seems like a huge threat because she's like, she's pretty tanky. She's got a handful of moves. Phase 2's a absolute ass kickery. Oh, I never used that spell either. So you know, I don't know. I think Phase 2 is probably harder just because she's got way more stuff. We have way more abilities. What does this do? Does it create like a shockwave? What does that do? A pillar or what? This one. And it's probably corruption. Yeah, I don't think she's easier. I would probably not agree with that crowd. Oh, that's crazy range. That's literally what Bo Magus is going to use on me and kill me a few times. She will kill me with this. And there you go, an ancient spell perfected by the Bo Magus. Well, I'll be damned. I remember being killed by this. 3 rows of it. 3 columns of it at once. She spared no effort to restore the Bo people to their former glory, convinced that every sacrifice was essential to the end. To end the suffering of the living. I want to just use this because it's just such a pretty spell. But I don't think I'm going to be using it much. It does give us alacrity, I think, too. I want to gain... Has it been 30 seconds yet? Okay, ready? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Never mind. We'll wait for it. Harrison says, I went with Watcher's Gaze and then switched to Jean-Lou's Sword in my spell run. Watcher's Gaze. That's the DLC one, I think. Which I didn't pick up in this run, or did I? I may not have picked it. I did. Yeah, it's got a good good multiplier on the spells. And then you switch to Jean-Lou. Requires a bit of agility. 25 agility. Shadowless Blade. Does anyone know what Awakening Seal does? She holds the sword and like goes like that, but I don't know what it does. Fam, I'm still mad at you for not telling me about the sword. The sword ability. That is such an amazing looking spell. I'm gonna keep that. Like, I don't even care. Whatever. We're keeping it. But not for this fight. We do have some brothers that we're gonna have to kill though. So let's see. Let's do some math. This will be fine, and then we can do, just for the sake of getting stuff done, we'll switch over to this. Most of the brothers down here that aren't really bothering anybody, so I will return their kindness. Harrison says Vermilion Honglun is easier in the sense that you have more tools. Yeah, at this point you do have more tools, but she's got more tools as well, and she's I think she's a good boss. I mean, it's an excellent boss, but I do think she's harder in her feathered form for sure. Fam says, whoops, I forgot. Dang it, fam. If only you would have told me. Harrison says, that's the Corruption Flame wave from Bo Magus. It sure is. It pops Bo Magus' bubble pretty quickly. Cool. Using her own spell against her. I'm going to use the Political Container, though. I feel like that's going to be probably like the secret sauce for this fight. Boost spell damage, says Spine Fear. What are you referring to in particular? Like the, that weapon ability that I was talking about? Let's see. I forget what it's called. Awakening Seal, I think. Where's my one-handers? Awakening Seal boosts spell damage. That could be pretty awesome, but considering we haven't used any of our sword abilities for 90% of the run, I'm gonna stick with my farming, my Skyborn Might farming ability here. Oh, really, brother? It lasts forever, too. The window is massive, and you get all the Skyborn Might. You can try Awakening Seal against the mobs. Apparently, per Spine Fear, it boosts spell damage. That's pretty cool. It sucks that the starting longsword is the only one that had passive that doesn't scale with Temperance. Really? Isn't it something to do with, like, it increases your counter attacks or something like that? Successful parry blocks reduce the damage you take. Yeah, so it's like, what? And that's kind of like the lower accurate sword too, because that's the sword that the demon gives you, or you know, the demon of obsession, you know, stuff like that. You'd think that a lower accurate sword would be like awesome, but it kind of sucks. I don't mind the move, like early on it's actually pretty decent, but it's not the best. I've had better. What's up, brothers? Can I just... there you go. We're doing some things. Speed run, baby. Can you climb the damn ladder? Fine, girl. But yeah, the starting longsword I was hoping would be like the Dabalaro or the something like it would just create like the wooden sword from Ninja Guy, and that just like you keep upgrading, it's gonna be freaking awesome. Not the case. Not the case at all. It's very mid. But I mean, I like the you know, the fact that it's of the Bai lineage and all, that's cool. But it's unfortunate it doesn't have more significance and more like end game viability. Dude, Lashing Whip is incredible. Lashing Whip is my favorite longsword. And then Serpent Fang, I like the way it looks, but I've never really gotten a lot of time out of it. And then Flamebringer was, oh, this is beautiful. Yep, everything else is tied with Temperance, indeed. They get activated by Temperance for sure.
Foolish mortal, you tread upon sacred soil.
I'm gonna need a hitter. Like, hard. I feel like she's not gonna like ice either. Changing it up, you know this, because I don't want to use the Echo de Tonga, even though it's super amazing throughout the entire game. I'm just tired of using the same spells. Alright guys, we're gonna do this. I say we do.
Offer this blood, that the primordial deity may feast upon it. The void beckons.
Okay, not bad for a first try.
Let the heretics suffer judgment. By divine decree, they fall. Nowhere near.
Alright. Not bad.
The heretics suffer judgment. By divine decree, they fall. The void beckons. Come a little closer.
Too easy. First try, baby. Let's go. You saw that in 2 casts, I was able to break her weapon, or break her shield. So Echo of Liu Qingyin, whew, good. Too easy. Now that we've unlocked the literal Skyborn Might farming machine, it's gonna be nasty. Matthias says, the Battle of the Spellcasters in honor of Gandalf versus Saruman the White. That fight was awesome, by the way. Which spellcaster will come out on top? Place your bets now. Fam says, only 1 cast of Honglan for the shield. Oh, really? One of the you would think that feathering wouldn't be very effective against her, and considering it's a spell she uses, but Shayla and Harrison said that the purple flame column thing breaks her bubble in 1 cast. Just for the sake of not changing spells a million times like I normally hate to do. I like it, man. My little ice spell was great. It was lots of fun. And go boop, 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 right there. And then we go boop. I wonder. That was it, right? First try, GG, says Walter. Harrison says, yeah, Echo of the Bow Sorceress is better for Frost. Hold on. Echo of the Bow Sorceress is better for Frost buildup if it hits. Echo of the Bow Sorceress? Is that the bubble? How come I don't know what you're talking about? Oh, Echo of the Bow Sorceress. That's the icy one. I was like, what? This one. Yeah, that would be bomb. If it hits, yeah, that's the thing. Matthias says, GG's. Well-deserved first try victory in Inhuman. The Indoubtable comes out on top. Yay! I don't know what your wizard name would be. I don't know. Inhumanus Maximus. No, Inhumanus... I don't know. There had to be a cool... Because honestly, like, Saruman is one of the coolest mage names. Dungeons and Dragons has really cool mage names as well. I don't know, I'm kind of jealous. They've got really good names. Fam says, I did it only 1 cast from Honglan and it breaks. Are you spec'd heavily into feathering or magic, or are you just kind of like mostly in melee stuff? Because I'm curious. When it comes to the guide section of it, I thought I was disappointed with Political Container. But I thought that it would break her shit. It's great against the enemies, not so much against her, so kind of a shame. But I'm curious, how much have you spec'd into feathering or spells? Because is it good if you're not a caster, you know? That's the key. If you don't have to invest heavily, then it's great. If you do, then not so much.
Crystal, you got this? Remember, this state, his pat I've seen. Oh, your talents are truly remarkable. The fate of worship's rise may very well rest in your hands.
We got the Bomega stuff. Go talk to my boy Wukong real quick. Shayla says, hold on, I'm in the wrong area. Shayla says, I like the vermilion feathers to burst her bubble too. Nice. Yeah, okay, well then I'm sure it were. I was just wondering like how heavily you guys were invested into feathering or spells, and if it still bursts it in one hit, because that's excellent for the guide. I can incorporate that. Of course I'll test it, but if you guys ever can give me the information without me having to test, it saves so much time. So much. I don't know why I'm buying everything like as if this is like 100% file. I'm just such a weirdo when it comes to that stuff. Okay, so now we may proceed. Fam says the one that you used with Baikru. What did I use with Baikru? How did I kill Baikru? I don't even know what I did. We need to fight. We need to go to Shu. The Honglan spell, he did it with one cast. It's the one you use with Baikru. Man, I don't remember what I used for him. Oh yeah, the bow sorcerer ice spell. Yeah, my bad. It's the latency, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep. I realized what Harrison was referring to. Late though. Good. Okay, you just used it and you didn't invest into it. That's awesome then. And Shayla does the same, so that's really good. Yeah, the bow sorcerer. That's my bad. It was the latency. Like I was like, what are you talking about? But yeah, that spell was so great. It was so great. Longsword and spear is my jam. Same. Longsword and spear, longsword and axe. Just a lovely, lovely combo. What do I have equipped here? That's not gonna do anything. Demon Bane Strike, Feathering, and I mean, we might as well burn the chick, right? Chat's just delayed, of course, naturally. That's okay. The Skybromite generation is never a problem anymore, which is so cool. Oh, her feathers are red too. That feathering spell is interesting. You gotta be, they kind of need to be a little bit further out. And the closer they are, the easier it is to miss. But I still love the way it looks. Also makes me a little dizzy spamming it. I'm probably gonna go with these two. I got dizzy. See what fire does to her. Pretty good damage. So fire is just OP the whole freaking game. She's at a weird distance. Messing up the tracking of my spell. Interesting. So I'll change to this, to the Demon Bane strike for that third phase. That was awesome. That was a good spell and very powerful, but man, it's weird how that I was in that weird sweet spot range where I could not hit her, and it did it 4 times in a row. Feather Bills, Zanlu, and Serpent Fang. Never liked the Echo of Honglan. It was useful to pop bowman. Yeah, she moves tons as well. Yeah, Demon Bane strike's really nice. I was using that earlier. We tried fighting her and then we switched over, so we're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna go Burning Flames first. So far, so good. Such big damage. You can use tempering in this run. I just haven't done it. We were talking about that earlier. It would certainly help. It would certainly help, but I'm just weird. It's just another thing for me to remember to do or to forget to do. So it's like I just would rather not. I'm such a minimalist, but yeah, that would certainly help. Harrison brought it up, and it would be very helpful. It totally would be helpful. I'm just a goofball. Let's go explore the rest of the Shoe Sanctum adjacent area. And press onward. That was fun. We were killing some bosses here. Excuse me. The Firebender Nation. Harrison says the best part is that with your current auto dodge weapon skill, you can bully her with Demon Bane Strike. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't really like Burning Flames though, but yeah, that Demon Bane, we were using that for phase 1 and 2, and then phase 3 she got a little scary, so. But now we ended up using the Demon Bane for phase 3 and it worked out nicely. You can do tempering in this run, I just have not really used it. No need for tempering, says Walter, pretty much. Yeah, I'm more like if it's not necessary, I don't. I'm lazy in my runs. You know, I'm gonna need some stiff. Need a cheaper spell. Gonna hit me, bro? I want to go home. You don't get to go home today. Exactly. Fam says no, he can't multitask. Precisely. And you know this. I say this every challenge run, every stream. I'm not a big multitasker kind of guy. The more I have to manage, the more I'll forget. And then that to me results in like frustration. So I'm like, I don't want to have to worry about this, and that, and manage more things. And so I keep it very simple. Demon Bane Strike will be nice here. Let's rush this dude over here, though. Come on, brother. You're dead. Oh, right when he should be dead though. Okay, I killed one of them. I didn't think Spear Boy was gonna jump in the fight so quickly. When you're doing melee, you can kill them so fast with some well-timed backstab. So in my guide, I go straight to him and then I go up. Matthias says GG, Spinefear says GG's. I'm bad at the game, says Spinefear. Need all the help I can get. No, man. It's never a bad thing to use the mechanics that are there for you. I'm just lazy. I just don't. This is too much for me to think about. I'm like, it's thinking. Less is more for me. Walter says, me too, Spinefear. I support Inhuman to beat it for me. Oh, absolutely. I'll always beat the stuff for you. That's perfectly fine. You can beat the game in like the most amazing ways vicariously through me. So far, Walter's beaten the game with no armor on, and he's about to beat it with only using spells. Oh, it's gonna be a demon. Yep. Thank you, ma'am. That was rude. Why are you so angry? She's angry. Harrison says, Inhuman forgets about tempering even though he can use it before the fight starts. Exactly. Now, when I'm doing melee, I don't forget about... See, tempering for melee just makes sense. It's like a visual thing. I see it, it makes sense. Me putting fire in my sword and then using my other hand to cast spells, I'm like, huh? It doesn't make sense to me visually, right? It's not as like fluid visually, so I'm like, I'm not getting any benefit from this. In my logic, I know I am, but it's not natural to me to do that. That's why I'm like, whatever. Whatever. Alright, let's go over here now. Let's not die this time. It's been sad. Where's this little demon heifer? Oh, she's not here. Ow. I'll take that. That's just such big damage. I mean, this spell does so much damage. It's like literally like one of the first spells you get. It just sickens me how good they are. It's a good sick though. It's a good sick. What I'm trying to do is figure out how long it lasts, and then you see me taking all these hits. It's because the talismans are still surrounding me, but I'm still able to take damage. So it's only like maybe 2 to 3 seconds max, even though the talismans last about 5 seconds. So the visual does not match there either. So that's very interesting. And that's why I kept getting hit. I'm like, why am I getting... I thought it was something I was doing, but no, it's you take damage still there, so... Even though the talismans are surrounding you. Unlike ethereal form, pretty much as long as ethereal form talismans are up, you're going to dodge and get the Skyborn Might. So that's very interesting. Fam's laughing. Spinefair says, the magic needle boosts the damage of spell. Yes, it does. The magic needle on the tempering that I will probably never use is helpful. And I should use it. But I'm lazy. Forget. Alright, let's do some things. I wonder. Will the big avian creature be susceptible to the polygonal container? I don't think it would, because it's not precisely a bow. It's like just a really ultra mega character. So let's see. I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna die probably. For science. Shouldn't be anything over here. That's only when you first play. Instead of the item over here on this side, now it's over here. Warships rise in ruins. I don't think it'll do anything, in fact. This is gonna be fun. He's not bowing. Why aren't you bowing? Watch this do more damage somehow. Ah, my face. He cut my ankles. He got my toes. Ultra bow. Yeah, he is certainly not a bow. He's ultra avian, I guess, because the avians are very susceptible and they're not quite bow. Bow hate ice. They hate the polygonal container. I'm gonna try this too. Demon Bane strike it's fun, so hopefully it does something. But if not, we go fire and just call it a day. The ultra bow. I just need one Skyborn. Oh my gosh, why is she always everywhere? It's because I always have max madness. With the red tasseled spear. A woman of class. Oh my gosh. She struck me anyways. Oh, go fight him. Avenge me. Nope, they're just friends now. They're also friendly. You know, I don't know if they reduced her aggro or whatever, but she used to piss everybody off and fight everybody. I don't think she does that as much anymore. You know, all this madness. I'll keep it just in case I keep dying. Are you back yet, lady? Die! Hey, I got a plume branch. Special again. Come at me, bro! I think that range is a little off. God! Survive. Stop striking, brother. Spells, I love that the spells just like stop mid-cast if you defeat the enemy. It's very scientific. I don't know if bullets do though. I still haven't been able to test that, fam. Haven't been able to test that yet. Dead end. Let's go over to the bamboo courtyard. Your sorcerer name's Madam Meme. If you know, you know. I do not know. I wish I was cool. I don't understand. I'm not as cool as I once was. I've been watching. Whoa! I've been watching Lord of Mysteries. What the balls? I forgot about him. I've been watching Lord of Mysteries, and man, it's so good. But okay. So I'm gonna be mean, but this is my disclaimer. I'm gonna be mean. But the whole point is the Portuguese speaking audience for anime watching that big? Because the show Lord of Mysteries is a Chinese made like anime type, you know, animated. I don't know. I mean, that's probably blasphemous to Chinese anime, but you know what I'm saying. It's an anime made by Chinese people. And they released the language first, of course, in the native language, right? In Chinese, simplified Chinese is what they call it. But the Portuguese always takes precedent over the English dub. And that made me think, I was like, there's probably a big demographic of watchers that speak Portuguese. And I didn't know that. So is that a thing? Because I was like, why is the Portuguese dub always taking precedent? I thought that was really interesting. Matthias says, Inhuman, random question since you're in the know about a lot of games and what's coming out and what have you. Have you heard and seen anything about Project M by Hound 13? Is that Korean, if I'm not mistaken? Because I think I know about that one. I haven't heard anything in about probably 6 months. There was of course the gameplay looking like, you know, you saw gameplay and stuff, but if that's what you're talking about, I think I'm familiar with it. Male protagonist, kind of Final Fantasy style garb, you know, nice sword moves, things like that. I haven't seen anything else on it. Demon Bane Strike. What was I using that I was like super in love with? I guess I have to kill this idiot again. Sir. My face! I'm gonna get hit again. I'm gonna keep spam healing until I do this. My face! Stop striking. Oh, I never tried Demon Strike main monster. Doesn't do much. Hi. You forget we're not friends? Let's go kill the other guy first. There's so many games coming out with this. It's insane, isn't it? Get away! Why is everybody so... Yeah, go away. You crazy people. Project M by Hound 13. I think I am familiar with that one, because that's one that I, a long time ago, like probably 6 months ago, like bookmarked, and I was like, this looks cool. We'll revisit. We'll revisit this one. Despair dogs. Shotgun blast. You're dead. You're dead. He's dodging everything. He's evolving. Oh, balls. As soon as I was grabbing an item, she's good. You're so mean. But that's the problem. I want my madness. Give it back. It's what makes me me. Okay. Walter says, day 8 of working. I'm so tired. I hope for a peaceful weekend, lots of rest. Man, yeah, that's no fun. That's a lot of work, consistently anyways. Tons of work, my friend. You deserve a nice weekend. Okay. Pick out this fool. Oh! He couldn't stand it. He couldn't bear the sight of it. Well, he's just gonna be here. Oh, that's right. Isn't, what is it, Labor Day or something? Labor Day's coming up. Oh, I didn't have any Skyward Might. It's my bad. Oh. Hopefully he gets 2 days off. Man, that's unfortunate. An 8-day week, since I never had to work. So I had to work over when I worked in India. I had to work overnight, like a lot. It was terrible. But whenever I never had to work more than 5 days a week, you know. Except until that one fateful day I became a content creator. Then I work every freaking day. Even when I'm not supposed to. Because I just can't stop. Because I'm just like, oh, I gotta do this, gotta do that. Who's behind me? Oh, hey there. Till that day, I became a content creator. Then every day is a work day. He I-framed me. But I've gotten so much better where like I literally just try and be like, nope, if it's the weekend, I'm gonna pretend like I don't have to do anything. But then everything comes out. There's always like news and events. I'm like, I can't do everything. Cannot be everywhere at once. And that was uneventful. I thought they had more. So we'll circle back around this way then. I'm losing my voice again. Matthias says, to answer your question, I can't remember anything about the game. You just remember the name? Yeah, I am fairly certain that is that game. Have all of August off from work, not bad. Good job, Spinefear. Excellent. Matthias says, upcoming Souls-likes and wanted to touch, but yeah, I have heard of it. It's and that is one I have also kind of like, I'd say bookmarked, if you will. Walter says, oh, I'm up north in Canada, so Labor Day isn't until September 1st. Yeah, I don't think for us either. I forget the holidays. Honestly, I'm like the worst like person when it comes to that stuff. So yeah, I think it's next weekend. Luke says, I work for myself, so I only have Sunday off, so I'm happy for 2 days this week. Nice. Yeah, it's so funny because everybody, like, I don't ever like go out and like, hey guys, I'm a content creator, and or whatever, like, but a lot of people, you know, it's just when you're an adult or whatever, like people are like, the first thing they say is like, oh, hey, what do you do? So I'm like, oh, well, you know, I do XYZ or whatever. I create content and stuff on YouTube. And they're like, oh, do you stream? So you're a streamer? And I'm like, no. I was like, but I do stream, but I'm not a streamer. Like that's not you know how I make a living. You know. I was like, but I do incorporate that into like my schedule and stuff. But it's so funny because they're like, well, what's your schedule like? I was like, I work all the time. I was like, if I'm not posting videos, like I'm writing scripts, doing whatever else, and my wife is like, stop doing that. So I'm like, now I definitely take breaks, and like I like to have the weekends off if I can and stuff like that. But it's funny because one of the times they're like, oh, well, there was something that we had to do, like to be present, like for my daughter in her school or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I just, because my wife wasn't able to make it. And I'm like, they're like, yeah, you know, if you can add, so they're giving us a notice of advance, but like a notice of time, had way in advance or whatever. But it was funny because I was like, oh, I'm my own boss. I was like, it's fine. I was like, I'm fine. I'd just be like, hey, is it okay? Yeah, it's fine. So it's really fun. It's really fun. Oh, I like Qianhu, but he's kind of a jerk. Qianhu, you jerk. Long story short. Us self-employed guys, we get to call the shots. The funny thing is, though, you typically work quite a bit when you're self-employed because especially depending on the nature of your business and stuff, and what your role is as a content creator, obviously, and as a control freak. I'm gonna do just about every aspect of it. That's just the nature. It's just my very nature. But yeah, you don't have to. You can delegate all kinds of stuff. And you can make it as corporate-y as you want. But I left that world so I didn't have to deal with that madness. So I much prefer being involved and doing something I love pretty much every day. And it's so great, you know? What is this? But yeah, it's funny. And then nobody understands how you get paid, actually. Like, never. So it's, and I'm not gonna explain to some randos, but everyone's like, well, how does that work? I'm like, what do you mean? You know, so, it's like based off subs? Or I'm like, no, it's complicated. It's complicated. I think September 1st is Labor. Yeah, is it? I don't know what. Luke, what holiday? Are you in America? Where are you at, Luke? I thought you were across the pond, as they say. That one fateful day when I became a content creator, then I worked harder than I've ever worked in my life. What was the point of me doing any of? Oh yes, Zhenwu Temple. Yeah, I'm running past all these clowns, man. That one fateful day. I have to show them this piece of info. What are you talking about, fam? That sounds sketch. Yeah, but it's funny. Because, like, you know, like, at this age, like, everyone's, like, mom and parents and whatever. So, like, whenever you... it's funny because, like, whenever I say what I do, they're just like, that's not a job. A funny story. I have a hilarious story to tell you guys. So, my daughter's teacher, she... had like a, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? And one of the little boys said he wanted to be a YouTuber, and the teacher said that's not a real job. And she recited that story, or recounted that story. God, hold on. She recounted that story during like a parent-teacher thing. This was last year, of course. And she's like, yeah, and I told him that's not a real job. And I was like, that's funny. I was like, because that's what I do for a living. And she was like, and she says, oh my gosh, you are a unicorn. And I was like, you have no clue, my friend. So you have no clue. Statistically, it's like so hard. You know, everyone says they're content creators and stuff, but you know, what you don't know behind the scenes is that a lot of those content creators, like, they're getting like income somewhere else, like fixed income elsewhere, that then kind of allows them to fund their passion of doing this. And whether they make money on it or not, then they're like, yeah, I'm a full-time content creator. But it's a difference whenever like your profession is truly that, and that's the sole source of your income. Like for me, for example. So statistically, I was just looking at all this, like it was earlier, end of last year, and I was like, man, like it's I'm truly blessed to be able to do this, because it's like it's not feasible. It just ain't a thing, you know. For most people anyway. So like, you know, we're talking like top 5 percentile and stuff. Like the amount of subscribers and the ability to be able to like not, you know, actually make money on it and stuff. It's just insane. So the statistics are against you essentially. But it was really cool because I was like, it was so funny because the teacher was like, she said, "Oh my gosh, you're a unicorn," and I started laughing because I was like, guys, you need to go tell that boy that he can do it if he puts his mind to it. Because she was like, that's not a real job. I was like, damn. I was like, well, that's not what my bills say. My bills think differently. But I didn't say it. I wasn't offended because most people around, you know, like the parenting age, they think that you know, that's like a pipe dream or that it's just like fake or something. But I'm like, that's weird. And I hear that all the time. Like, yeah, I'm in little parental circles, and they're just like talking about adult stuff, and I'm over here like, I can't wait for this game to come out. Oh, life. Okay, I need to get past this and kill Qianhu. I volunteered to cover a shift last week. That's your fault for being nice, Walter. Don't be nice anymore. No more covering it. I'm just kidding. I used to cover shifts for people too, just to be nice. And my supervisor is awesome, so I did it myself. Oh, that's nice of you. I usually did not have the best supervisors, but that's why I would like, you know what, I'm gonna manage instead. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm like, oh, you're not really doing it right. Let me do it for you. Let me do it better. I'm a jerk. And in corporate, I was a head busting mofo, man. I was mean. I was like the youngest hired manager in my company, and I did like crazy stuff. And this was like at the time, we're talking like top tier mortgage servicers and stuff, and like it was insane. I was very, very I don't know. I was just crazy when it came to stuff like that. I was like, I'm not gonna just go through these like what the hoops you want me to jump through. No. Why do I keep dying? Because I can't multitask. Somebody got jacked up over there. Hey, you were doing the same cool moves. Madness becomes me. Gosh. Back it up, brother. Like, I am sick and tired. Somebody help me. Okay, no. Get wrecked. That's what we call a 2-for-1. Where I come from. Okay, after I kill this guy, I would love to read y'all's chat, but this is like the most hectic area I've ever been in. Thank you. I'm gonna hide and read chat because I owe it to you. And on that day, all the dreadful backstages slithered out from the darkness to plague the existence of the world. Oh man, they came at me on that lore channel, man. Like they go for my nards on that channel every time. Luke says nobody tells me what to do, but I finish all sorts of times where I like to lock up at 5. Same, like I like to kind of have a schedule that mirrors as much as possible my wife's schedule. That way we're free at the same times. I can be, you know, obviously I have more flexibility in terms of where I can be and stuff, but and when, so that's always good too. But I love it because, you know, the funny thing is, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be doing this because I was immediately like, oh my gosh, I gotta get back into corporate and do whatever. And then she's like, no, like this is your opportunity to make your dream come true. So just do it. And now, like, she's like, I would never want you to go back because we have all this, you have all this freedom. You can always be with, you know, you can always be present for like our daughter's little like trips and stuff. I'm like, heck yeah, it's awesome, man. It's like time that I would have missed out on. Like now I will never miss out on any events, any things like that. I'm always present. Whereas before it was much harder. Now I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I can do that. You know, it's just so nice. It's totally a blessing, but it's the hardest work I've ever done. And I know that people will be like, really? It's like, no, but it really is. Like, if you're trying to make money and live and pay bills, yeah, you can play video games and do whatever, but how can you provide for your family and do whatever? That is that next level, and that's that unicorn stuff I'm telling you about. Like, statistically, it's the odds are against you. So I'm just so happy that after all this time, you know, finally overcame the odds. You have a crazy range. I'm gonna pick up this item. Whoa! You stop. You psycho. Stop it! He's spinning around and spitting stuff and like, good gosh. Yeah, it's always nice to finish. Yeah, you are in the UK. That's what I thought. I thought that. Okay. So would you mind sharing what holiday is over there then? Because in 2 weeks we have a holiday. I think it's Labor Day, if I'm not mistaken. What holiday do you have that gives you an extra day off? Good night, fam. Have a great night. Sorry if I didn't say good night beforehand. Have a great night, brother. Matthias is laughing at us. That's not a real job. She literally said that's not. She's like, that's not a real job to the boy, right? And she was telling me this story as like we're doing like the parent teacher conference. I was like, that's funny. I was like, because that's what I do for a living. Neo 3 in the start of next year, I think it's gonna be amazing. Oh, Neo 3 is actually the very best iteration of that series by far. And when I got to play the demo, I mean, I was so impressed. If you guys read the patch notes, we might even do that at some point while playing like a Neo 2 challenge run or something. If you read the patch notes, they have listened, and that alpha was pivotal to some of the decisions they've made to like enhance quality of life beyond what you can think. And there are so many quality of life enhancements now. It's just crazy how good it is, and it's gonna be fantastic when that game comes out. Like, just read the patch notes and you're gonna be like excited. You're like, dang, this is for real. And yes, it is. It is for real. But yeah, that's not a real job, she said. Poor kid, crushing that kid's dreams all the while. And it's funny because my daughter does not want to be a content creator. She's like, no. I'm like, okay. I don't mind. It's just funny. I'm like, dude, you have the freedom. But I don't mind. I want her just to be happy. Sirs? I'm bored. There you go. Get wrecked. Shotgun blast. Now we can come over here. Humans like, never tell me the odds. You also have to have thick skin or be able to ignore hate that comes from public life. Oh, for sure. Do you know how much hate that I got? It was so impactful to me when I was younger that I created a whole nother channel just to create content because I felt I was just getting bullied, like literally bullied. Then I've been doxxed before. I've had people like give me life threats, threaten my life and stuff, like for real. And that's why I don't share anything. I don't share my name or my family's name and stuff because like that's the line. If you cross, like I'm coming after you. Like I don't care nothing about nothing. Like you don't cross that line. You know, you don't do that to people. And it bothers me that people are so audacious, but I'm like, I'm not gonna ever put all that stuff out there, so I'm not inviting that kind of energy. But like, don't even dare cross that line because I've had that happen before, and I'm like, oh my god, it was the biggest freaking ordeal. But I'm like, I'm never gonna let something like that happen again. So that's why I keep things close to the chest because you know people are crazy, man, absolutely crazy. But yeah, in regards to the odds, like, you know, I can go over the odds with you guys one day, just about like, you know, the actually creating content as a living kind of thing, and even the channel size alone and things like that, like different things like this one now. But it's just crazy. You'll see how like there are so many content creators out there, but it's all smoke and mirrors, guys. Like they're not actually making money off this stuff, you know? They're not actually living off of this stuff, you know. So it's really,
To lose you too.
as I got into it full time,
I won't. I'm heading
the
home.
streamer circles in particular, it's a lot of like, you know, like smoke and mirrors. I don't want to call them scammers, but like they're not actually living off of this stuff. Like I knew a lot, and I was like, how is it like when you get closer to them and they start revealing how they're actually making money? It's like, oh, well, that's, you know, that's different. You're not really creating content or streaming full time. Like you might spend a lot of time doing it, but you're not getting any money off it. So it's like, it's just deceptive, and I don't like that. That's why I'm like, I'm not a streamer, because I don't.
Worlds be reborn. Will you ride?
I'm gonna do both.
The world should you. The Taoist has
But I always say, no, I'm a content creator. That's how I get
the Taoist,
majority of my. Oh, what?
the Taoist has made.
Come on, you can't even give her the thing after. So maybe you either give her the token or the purse. I've never been able to give her the purse, and apparently Matthias says she gets all but her, which I mean that's fine, because she's gonna faint so she doesn't die anymore, anyways. But yeah, I would love to be a full-time streamer. I am not, but I am not. Crimson Edge, that's awesome. It's just Vorpal Blade, but red. I think in due time, though, like as I've been trying to put more energy into the streaming and grow the community, I would love for that to transition from like where I stream full time and then I create content on the side, and that would just be a dream come true. That'd be my second dream come true, I guess, because obviously I'm already doing this, but I'm really excited about that. Thank you for the ring, brother. I can't believe I didn't give her the purse. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I didn't know she was gonna, her dialogue was gonna stop. Because if we go back, like, as a matter of fact, I'll try it right now. But if I go to the shrine, I think she will go away. And I didn't want that to happen because I wanted to give her the bag, but she just keeps talking about, or whatever the hell she's talking about. The Emperor or whatever. Where are you, girl? Dang it.
The Taoist has made preparations.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm not happy with that. I wanted to give her the bag. Luke says, I ran a shop at 16. Nice. Very nice. Also great seeing kids grow up and have your own time. Oh, I'm telling you. It's unlike anything, you know? To be present, and you don't have to, and our, you know, here in the States, like, we take our corporate position so seriously, you know, and it's like, they make it to where you feel guilty or bad for taking personal time, or what we call sick time, or taking vacation, or what you might call holiday or whatever. Like, when we do that, like, they make us feel bad for it. Like, you feel guilty. Like, yeah, like, man, they're like, oh, you're putting everybody else in bind because you want to go on the beach or whatever. You have a sick appointment. You know, make sure you log your time. It's like, how are you making a grown person feel bad about like prioritizing their own health or their mental health for going on breaks and holidays and stuff? And you give us the time, but it was that kind of environment and toxicity that corporate and the States is thrives off of. They want you to feel bad. They want you to be there all the time. And guess what? If you die, they're going to replace you in 2 weeks anyway. So they'll send a nice email to everybody, but they don't value you as a human. And it's like, I will never be treated like that again, you know? And so yeah, that's why I'm like, hell no. I'm doing my own thing. But that's the experience that I had largely. So I always had to like bust heads and like, you know, go up in the ranks and stuff. And that's why I was managing and stuff. So you know, at a young age and all that. Are they really releasing Silk Song on September 4th? Yes, they are, Shayla. They are. They're September 4th of this year. I want to make sure that's known to everybody. Just so that you know, Shayla, I will not be playing Silk Song until September 4th, 2032. So I'm not going to play it for 7 years. Spine says, played the alpha of Neo 3, got 16 hours out of it. Oh, wow. You got your money's worth. You got your money's worth. Should I do Matthias's ending? I'm just kidding. Should I give him the chisel, Matthias? Just kidding. Buy it on GOG. Is GOG like a Steam alternative, essentially? Matthias says she's probably just jealous because you're doing something you actually enjoy doing, get paid for it. Meanwhile, she's getting barely paid to teach. You know, the funny thing is she was actually really nice. She just didn't think that was, she was like, a lot of people don't know or like think that that's viable, right? Like, Like, you don't know how many times I'm like, they're like, no way. I'm like, no, like, seriously, like, you have to explain because they think it's a joke or they think, and it's like, no, it's real. So people, I guess, outside of the circle, like you guys as viewers and whatever, you probably, you are obviously aware that it's like a, you know, somewhat possible at the very least. But a lot of people don't. A lot of, like, especially over here, because it's like, here, like, what you do is like a big part of your identity. I don't care. I would say all kinds of cuss words right now, but I don't care about that. To me, that means nothing. I you know, like, I've been in corporate at really high levels at, you know, and whatever, and it's like, it doesn't add inches to your beard length. So it's like, I don't care, you know, it doesn't matter. But people here in you know, in our society, they care about that. Like, it's like, what do you do? And what, it's like, that defined, that doesn't define, like, my title wouldn't define, you know, I don't know. It just, and not in corporate anyways, but what I do now, yeah, absolutely. I think I totally embrace my title now, but this is very interesting. But how many times I have to be like, no, I'm for real. Like, I'm not joking. Because they think you're joking. They're like, nah, that can't be right. It's funny. But it doesn't bother me. It never, like, offends me or anything. It's just funny that they are like, that's not, you're playing. You are playing with me. Okay, we're going to get everything ready. And we're going to read chat. Where's my burning flames? How do I never see? Oh, here it is. I don't think that would do much either. I'm gonna have to go spammy, right? Probably. Like that. Let's see if we can clear out whatever we can for now. You are Inhuman, and that's all that matters. Also, you beat games for those of us who aren't skilled and would like to see endings. You're just a number in a big business. Oh, yeah, exactly. No doubt. But no doubt, yeah, corporations and all that stuff, which is like pretty much the only one of the more viable things you can do here. It's like, you are still just a number. Oh, I missed. Hit me again, please. Okay. Ah! Oh, I didn't have any juice. I thought he was doing his delayed strike there. That's my bad. This dude's angry. He is so angry. Let's see. What's funny about Silksong is that the guy from Gamescom said Silksong does exist. That is pretty funny. You know what's also funny is, like, they said they were going to provide us like a reason, an explanation as to why the game was delayed so long. Did they do that? It was supposed to be the 21st, which is today. Did they actually do that? Let me catch up on chat before my alarm goes off, and we'll be ending it here soon. But Shayla says, well, I'm glad for those that like that type of game that it's not a myth. I love Metroidvanias. It's my second favorite. Like action RPGs, the subgenre, you know, like soulslike and stuff like that. I love those types of games. Metroidvanias are fantastic. I haven't played them in a while though, because I always know that when I do, people are like, do you have a 100% guide? I'm like, and it just kind of overwhelms me. So I haven't been playing those lately, and I'm trying to do like at least one 100% guide every other month at the minimum. Ideally, it'd be one per month. It's just hard to do, especially if I don't get the game early. But anyways, so yeah, it's a good type of game. Metroidvania is an excellent genre. It's just, I won't be playing Silksong because it's like I don't feel like I was respected as a consumer at all with any of the information or whatever. It's like I'm nobody, but I mean, like, just in general, it's like I just felt like it was handled very poorly, and I don't like that. I don't want to support that. They can get my money in 7 years, right? They're not gonna miss my little $50. Shayla says, I know that everyone wanted to release, but no tentative dates or anything was ever put out there. Never. It was always like soon. It's on Game Pass like 5 years ago. It's like, come on, man. Like it's to me, it's very rude. It's just rude. And it's like, these are the people that make it possible, you know? So the first game, Hollow Knight, I'll play that all day if you guys want. Absolutely love that game. That's one of my favorite Metroidvanias of all time. Silksong, though, I already have a sour taste in my mouth. Just like Elden Ring, I have a sour taste in my mouth, and because of some of the things that happened regarding that game. So it's like, I don't know. And because it made it the Souls-like genre mainstream, so you have a bunch of weirdos now, but Harrison says GOG is the storefront from the Polish behind The Witcher and Cyberpunk. Oh, they sell DRM free digital games on PC. I see. Okay. Shayla says that's cool, Harrison. That is pretty cool. So yeah, I always hear GOG. It's on GOG and Steam or what. I'm like, what is that? Like, I didn't know what GOG was because I've never used it. I've purchased games on Steam and I have a Steam Deck. But that's the only kind of way I do that. Big thing that I have planned. Okay, so not like anything like content wise, but my big project for like this year and going into next year is I want to kind of start researching, switching from the laptop that I use for everything to like a proper gaming rig, so that I will technically have a lot of, you know, what I do on PC and stuff driven from that. But also so that I can just have everything in one spot. So like I can play PC games, I can, you know, do all the editing, I can do the streaming, of course. I want to handle all that and be able to be upgradable. So I need like a kind of a mid-tier and then go up from there. But I want to have that by after May of next year, because that will be my birthday. So I want to make sure that I handle all, you know, my wife and I have birthdays like a week apart. So like I prioritize her stuff first, and then if I can get my whole rig set up by then, that would be a real big accomplishment. So I'm going to try and work towards that. Start doing the research this year and then start maybe purchasing individual parts, components and all that for next year. But Harrison says, I don't get the FromSoft hardcore fans. Well, I mean, I am a fan for sure, but like the elitist ones I don't necessarily like the ones that are so opinionated that they either know all the lore or whatever, but they've never played the games, or the ones that play the games and they think they're all content creators. Or it's like you have like you have a subclass of every kind of Souls-like fan out there. But I'm like, if you just like the game and play it and you're not snooty, then you're welcome. You're welcome here. But you have a lot of like, I don't know, elitist people. It's just so odd. And then half of them are Elden Ring pros because they've never played any other Souls-like, and it's like, okay, like I don't know. It's just hard for me to take seriously. But in a world where engagement is power, you have people like that have grown fat off of just something like Elden Ring and piggyback off to the night, you know, and they're just like ever growing, ever expansive. But I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather have slower growth and just be me and not have to be like Elden Ring this, Elden Ring that. It's like, I don't know, I'm kind of burnt out of Elden Ring, honestly. I had my fun with it, I loved it, but it's like I'm done with it, you know. Matthias says, like I've previously said, I'm more so excited for and anticipating Crowsworn. Oh man, you know, they did send an update out like a week ago. I didn't read that email, but man, that dude has the longest and lengthiest emails for the updates, and he gives you like screenshots and things like that. I'm like, okay. And he like really narrates his thought process. So I haven't read that one. He's a long-winded fellow, very nice, very thorough, and I like that. But he is meticulous in his details and how he wants the game to be. So like that game's probably not coming out till like 2027. But it's gonna be great though, and I have played the demo. It's fantastic. Luke says, I just like games. I like that, and I like you. I like people like you. Just like stuff. You don't have to be overly opinionated because nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just be nice. Matthias says, or as Matthias likes to call them, egotistical elitists. It's hard to say. Shayla says, everyone that plays and beats Elden Ring is an Elden Ring pro. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Absolutely. Elden Ring pro plays Silk Song. You're going to see that crap. But anyways, you guys are awesome. I am going to sign out. I'm going to try and get 100% guide out, or episode for the 100% guide out this evening, but I have to, so we got some like a, you know, kind of accommodation type furniture for my mom and stuff because of the surgery and all that junk, so I need to go ahead and go there. It's like in another town, so I have to go load up, you know, it's going to be a late night for me probably, so I'm going to try to do an episode of the 100% guide, but I may or may not. This weekend after the bonus stream I'll be pumping as many as I can as well, but I gotta try and finish it before the end of next week because I will be out of town. So I want to finish the 100% guide before all the new games come out. So I'm gonna do my best to prioritize that. So I hope you guys understand, but I am gonna try and finish this guide as soon as possible. Pump out maybe more than one episode a day as well, so we can get it done. But anyways, you guys are awesome. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And hold on, Matthias says, Shayla, remember when in Inhuman, when you mocked them and put one of your episode titles, Elden Ring Pro play? Oh, heck yeah, I do that all the time. And Elden Ring Pro plays whatever, Among Us. They love that stuff, man. All for the engagement, right? All for the eyeballs. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your day, and I will try my best to keep up with the 100% guide. I want to finish it by next week, so let's make it happen. You guys take care, and I will catch